Hi everyone, so today I will show you how to build a API using Switch Mediator. Let's start how to do that one. So let me quickly go through Integration Studio. Create one new REST API XML file. So create a new artifact, okay. So here we need to give name, context and version type. So I am just adding one name here, Switch API, and the endpoint switch, and the version type let me modify to context and giving one version number, okay. This is one initial version I am adding here, and finish this one. So it will take some second to build your XML file. Let me meanwhile explain you what is the requirement I want to show you today. So this is one sample request, okay. So this request, here is one message is there. Inside message I am adding one location. So we will add one rejects condition, like is it Paradeep or different location. So while we are sending request as a postman, like this is one request body, if the condition succeed, switch condition, if condition, it will print this one, and the else condition it will print this one. So this is one like sample request and response. We will demo like how you can use Switch Mediator in your real-time activity. So day by day, like we will learn like step-by-step process. So it will help you to integrate in your project. So let me go through. So here you can see this is the default design view as we saw like the previous videos. And those who are watching my video newly, kindly go through my channel. I am like regularly uploading like WSO2 API videos. So it will help you like to understand how to use this product and what all features available in this product and how to create your own API by using WSO2. So let me go through Integration Studio. So here there is one right side option is there. If you click show palette, you can see the list of all mediators available in WSO2. So we need to use switch, right? So this is our mediator. Like I'll tell you like how to use this one. Just drag and drop here. So if you see this one, right, if you right click and go through show property view, so here there is one X path is there and some rejects condition is there. So as I mentioned, like we need to do what? We need to use this as a request body. Means within the message we need to pass location, right? We need to fetch the location value, and we will filter if it is Paradeep or different. Then that way, like we will iterate our condition. If it is Paradeep, then we need to pass valid first. If it is not Paradeep, then we will pass validation failed. So let me go through Integration Studio. So here I am adding here JSON. Okay, here we need to modify to expression. We need to add JSON -eval. So inside this one, we need to do what? We need to add a dollar. So let me just minimize and I'll show you. So dollar means the whole JSON file. So within the JSON file, we need to fetch what value? We need to fetch the value of this location. So we need to take the message. Inside message, we need to call location. Okay. So now let me go through Integration Studio. Dot. After that, we need to call message. Inside message, what I added here? I called here add location, okay. So this location value, let me add it here. So after dot, right, just add location. So it will do what? It will first go through whole JSON, then it will fetch the message. Inside message it will call this location. So we will get the value, okay. Let me finish this one. Now I am adding one rejects. So here I am adding one filter. Filter means if you are like within the location what value you want to check the condition. So I am passing here. You can take anything, like I'm just taking here Kendrapada. Okay, let me finish this one. Now our rejects value is Kendrapada. So what we will do? So if you see here, right, there is a case and the default. So if our condition is succeed, it will call case. If our condition is not succeed, it will call default. So what I am trying to do here, we need to let me take one payload mediator for case and one more payload mediator for default. So this case, let me go through show property view. So here the media type, right, let me modify this one to JSON, okay. So this JSON, so what I mentioned here, right, let me copy this one. Either you can take this one or you can use any different, like this is for one demo purpose. So this is one like if condition succeed, I need to print this value. Let me close this one. Now for case condition, I'm adding one log mediator. So we want to see the log also, right? Right click this one, go through show property view. Here the log label let me modify to custom, okay, and the property value. So here case succeed. So case succeed, I just added one property name. We can pass the value like condition successful, and let me finish this one. So this one like I added for case. So now we need to do it for default. If our condition is not succeed, we go through show property view. Here let me modify to JSON, and this JSON, if the condition is failed, let me copy this one. So you can pass like any string, like whatever message you want to print here. Now let me save it here. So this is one sample like response. If our condition is failed, we need to pass this one. So now we need to add one more log mediator here. Is it your choice, like you want to add log or not, but this is I'm adding for our monitoring purpose, like our condition. So this one I'm adding like for monitoring purpose, it is working or not working, that purpose only. Modify this one to custom, and here let me add here failed condition. So value that I'm adding here, I can add like failed. You can add anything, okay? I'm adding here failed. Let me finish this one. Now our payload mediator ready, log mediator ready. Now we need to call back the response, right? Let me add one response mediator here. So we'll print the response. So like after completing this one, make sure like you are using this resource. So if you go through resource, right, just modify this one to post, okay? Make sure, because you are passing request body, right? So you need to pass post type. Now our API is ready. Let's deploy this one to verify it's working or not. We go through this application project. In application project, I'm giving your one name, Switch Mediator API. We go through, click next. So here demo config, I need to choose okay. So this is by default selected only. So we need to see, click here Switch API. Just verify is there any different name is there or not. Okay, that is the correct one only. And let me finish this one. So it is showing what carbon archive file successfully created in the given destination. Let's deploy this car file to verify our flow is working or not. So let me go through EI. So let me refresh. Let's see it's already the session is active or not. Okay, now like the session is active only. Let me scroll down. This is the carbon application, right? Let me add that new car file. Here choose file and select that particular car file. Let me select this one. So now upload this file, okay? And it will take some second to reflect the application, means the actual API file in the carbon application list, okay? Means is it deployed or it is failed, we can see that one. So it is showing 20 running, right? Earlier it was 19. So here you can see Switch Mediator API. That means the car file successfully deployed in EI. Let me go through APIs. So these APIs will copy that actual API invocation URL to verify our code is working or not. So let me click next. So here this is our API, okay? And let me copy this value. Switch, me go through Postman. So this is like one open source, like we are using this for testing activity. Either you can use this Postman or you can use any different application also, that is also fine. So here let me go through Postman. So I modified like this like a type to post, and I add the URL here. Let me remove this space before this HTTP. Now our body, select raw. So this raw we need to select the type, like is it JSON or XML. So I'm using JSON, so I select JSON only. So within this body, like request body, as I mentioned, if you go through our source code, right? So a source code, if in message and location, if you are passing Kendrapada, then only it will call our means it will call our condition like succeed, means validation passed. If you are passing different name, it will print what validation failed. Okay, so let's try like to achieve this activity. Let me go through the sample. Let me copy this request. Okay, so this request me add it here. Now instead of like Kendrapada, I'm passing here Paradeep. If I send request, so here you can see, right, it is showing what validation failed, means our else condition is working properly. If I am passing Kendrapada, let me copy this value from the code itself. So if I add here and send request, right, it is showing what validation passed. So that means our switch condition is working perfectly. So let me go through the log. If you see here, right, first I tried failed, it is showing failed. Then I tried like successful, it is showing what condition successful. Just for your reference, like let me roll back to Paradeep and send request again. I go through log, right, so it is showing what failed condition, and Postman response also failed. If I change this one to Kendra, let me go through code and copy that value. Again let me try here. If I send request Kendrapada, go through log. So here you can see, right, case succeed and condition successful, and in Postman also we are getting validation passed. That means like it's a sample like demo like how you will use this switch mediator in your real-time activity and in your project. So thank you so much those who are watching my video. Like kindly like, share and subscribe my channel, so it will motivate me to make more videos. Thank you so much.